UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer welcomed NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte to Downing Street in London on Tuesday. According to Associated Press, the leaders held joint remarks in which they emphasized the importance of NATO and the UK's support for Ukraine against Russian aggression. Starmer commended Rutte on his recent leadership in the annual NATO summit, which saw members of the alliance pledge to increase their defense spending. Both Starmer and Rutte highlighted the importance of security guarantees for future stability, and named it as a continued priority.
Why weren't you told Israel was going to strike in Qatar, Prime Minister? Where does this leave Gaza peace talks, sir?
NATO emerged stronger, more united at the end of that summit, with an absolutely clear plan on defence spend, but also strategically where we needed to get to. So congratulations. I know from our discussions that getting all NATO members into the right place is a huge diplomatic exercise, which you pulled off excellently. And then, of course, we've got discussions about Ukraine and our ongoing support.
Together with President Emmanuel Macron of France, you took the leadership on the coalition to winning. And last week, the Europeans were able, together with help from NATO and others, to nail down what these security guarantees would look like. Of course, now we have to get the US involved, but this is leadership. And I also want to congratulate you with this huge deal you made with Norway.
US, NATO allies and other partner nations tested warfighting tactics during an exercise at the Joint Multinational Readiness Center in Hohenfels, Germany. According to Associated Press, exercise Sabre Junction 25 brought together more than 7,000 troops and 1,000 vehicles from 15 nations on Sunday in one of the largest JMRC rotations in more than a decade, according to the Defense Media Academy. The training involved live-fire drills and tactical road marches and was designed to bolster NATO's readiness and rapidly respond to emerging threats. Video by Staff Sergeant Sean Ferry, SPC Josephine Malloy, Staff Sergeant David Marquis and PFC Michaela Panzer from the 114th Public Affairs Detachment.
We're here to provide these guys with realistic training to increase their capabilities for future operations and build interoperability with the NATO partners. The Joint Multinational Readiness Training Center is the premier training center in Europe right now. So we take NATO partners and other coalition partners. We bring them here, we put them through stressful situations, realistic training on the European continent, simulating what we would face if we actually had to go to war here.
They're dismounted to the top, yeah. Send the dismount reinforcements from the rear. I will guide them into position. Are they just saying put?
An international activist group seeking to deliver aid to Gaza on a flotilla says one of its boats was hit by what it believes was a drone while docked in Tunisia. According to Associated Press, Tunisian authorities denied a drone was involved, and said they are investigating a fire in a life jacket aboard the boat. The Global Sumud Flotilla said in a statement overnight that a vessel known as the Family Boat, and traveling under a Portuguese flag, was struck by a drone, but that no one aboard was hurt. Footage posted on the group's social media showed a flash of light landing on one of the boats and setting off what appears to be a fire. The group, whose flotilla was scheduled to leave Tunisia on Wednesday, is expected to give a news conference in Tunis later Tuesday about what happened. It said the incident would not derail its mission to deliver aid to Gaza. The flotilla is part of a broad movement seeking to deliver aid to Gaza by boat. The Tunisian Interior Ministry said in a statement that reports about a drone attack were unfounded, and that specialized security units are investigating the results of a fire in a life jacket. The Israeli military and Israeli government did not immediately respond to requests for comment.
We're in the flotilla vessel.